Welcome to visit Chill English Flow channel for learning English conversation. Jack and Soph here. Thank you.
Welcome to Chill English Flow. If you want to learn English in a relaxed and natural way, you're in the right place. My goal is to help you improve your English.
My friend who is traveling in Cambodia just sent me some incredible photos. The whole country seems to be in the middle of a major holiday.
Oh, that's exciting. What holiday is it?
It's called Pchum. He said it's one of the most important festivals of the year there.
Pchum. I'm not familiar with that name. What does it celebrate?
It's often called Ancestors' Day. It's a 15-day religious festival where people pay their respects to their ancestors who have passed away.
15 days. Wow, that's a long celebration. So it's all about honoring family history?
Exactly. The belief is that during this period, the gates of the underworld are opened.
The gates of the underworld? So the spirits of the ancestors can return to the world of the living?
That's the idea. It's believed that the spirits are released to search for their living relatives and receive offerings from them.
That's a fascinating concept. So what do people do during these 15 days?
The central activity is visiting pagodas, which are Buddhist temples. Families go to offer food and prayers.
Do they go every single day for 15 days?
Many devout families do, or they will at least visit several times during the first 14 days. It's a way to make merit.
What do you mean by make merit?
In Buddhism, making merit is doing good deeds and making offerings to earn good karma, both for yourself and for your ancestors.
So the food offerings are a key part of making merit for their ancestors.
Yes, it's the most important part. They believe that some spirits have bad karma and cannot eat normal food, so they need these special offerings.
What kind of food do they offer?
One of the most unique traditions is making ben, which are small balls of sticky rice and other ingredients like sesame or coconut.
And they offer these rice balls to the spirits?
Yes, they do it very early in the morning before sunrise.
Why so early?
The belief is that the ancestor spirits are afraid of the light and can only come out in the dark. Also, they can't see, so they find the food through its smell.
That adds a whole other layer of meaning to the ritual. So people wake up before dawn to go to the pagoda.
That's right. They toss the rice balls around the temple for the spirits to eat.
And what about the monks at the pagodas? What is their role?
Families also bring food and other items to offer directly to the monks. The monks then chant prayers all night, which helps guide the spirits and transfer the merit from the living to the dead.
So the monks are like messengers between the worlds.
In a way, yes. The first 14 days are called Kanben, and the final 15th day is the biggest celebration called Chumben Tam.
What happens on that final day?
That's the main public holiday. It's when families have their biggest gatherings. Everyone makes an effort to go to their hometown.
So it's a bit like Thanksgiving or Christmas here, where people travel back home to be with family?
Exactly. Phnom Penh apparently gets very quiet as many people leave the city to go to their home provinces.
It sounds like it's about more than just rituals. It's a huge social and family event.
It absolutely is. It's a time for family reunions and strengthening community bonds.
Is there special clothing that people wear?
Yes, when visiting the pagoda, people dress very respectfully. Traditionally, they wear white shirts with black pants or skirts.
It shows a deep respect for the occasion.
It does. It's a very solemn and respectful atmosphere at the pagodas, but also full of life and community.
It seems like a very beautiful way to remember and care for your ancestors.
I thought so too. It shows how deeply family and tradition are woven into the culture.
And it all connects back to that word you used earlier, resilient. It's about honoring the past while continuing life in the present.
That's a great way to put it. It's a very moving and meaningful festival.
Let's do a quick recap of the key vocabulary we used.
Good idea. We used ancestors, which are family members from long ago.
Pagoda, which is another word for a Buddhist temple.
Offerings, the food and gifts given to the spirits and monks.
And merit, which is the good karma you earn through these good deeds.
This conversation has been so interesting. I feel like I've learned so much about Cambodian culture.
Me too. Now we want to hear from you. Is there a special day in your culture for remembering ancestors? Let us know in the comments.